Welcome to Game 3 between the University of Windsor and the University of Waterloo. This series is tied up 1-1, and we move into quite the fun game. We have the 2v2, which there's been some debate about whether or not it should be here, and I love it. Having that 2v2 in the matchup just makes it a bit unique. And here we go. We have on the actual Waterloo side here in the upper right. First we have the orange Zerg player. He is Eloquious. And joining him in the upper right is his red Terran partner, La La La. That'll be fun to say a lot. In the bottom left for the University of Windsor, first off we have the Protoss, the Brotoss, Broseph Stalin. And with him, of course, the purple Zerg to join the bro, to make him rage. It's causing rage. So, this is a 2v2. So the metagame very, very different here. All-in's often quite strong, but thanks to maps that are not the ungodly, horrible monstrosities that are the latter 2v2 maps, we could potentially have a longer game. This map actually has these ramps here, shared bases, two short ramps that make it kind of hard to attack into. Now we do have Zerg players here, which means we have a hatch first coming out of Eloquious. However, we do have a gas pool out of Rage, so that means they could be going in for a lot of aggression early on, or he could just be being extra safe against any sort of early aggression out of his Zerg opponent. With the Zergs on the map, it makes aggression a little more open because you're not going to be walling both ramps. At least not early enough to counter any sort of really early aggression. Now we do have a scout moving out here for you, Windsor, who has scouted in, looked around, saw nothing interesting. We did see the gas over here actually for Terran, so that is a bit interesting. We'll have to see what he ends up using it for. There's the factory. So perhaps a good old reactor Hellion opening? We'll have to see. We do have the double gas now up for Broseph Stalin, using all his chrono boost here, getting out a quick stalker and chrono boosting that warp gate tech. In the meantime, we do have continued mining after 100 gas. We do have the +1. This is a signature move on the Windsor side. I brought it to popularity. That's right, I'm taking credit for it. So often the move here out of our University 2v2 players is a +1 Massling Blink Stalker move, but you can combine it with a lot of different things. The +1 on the Lings just does so much extra damage. It's 20% extra damage. I mean, that's huge because they attack quickly, there's a lot of them, and that's where attack upgrades just scale really well. It's also why attack upgrades scale so well on Marines, aside from them being ranged and being able to have a lot of them attacking at once. Here comes a little interesting move out just to clear the watchtowers, presumably, and move back. We look here, it actually is not a reactor Hellion. We have a Hellion coming out, a starport. I'm not really sure what the plan is here. Okay, now they're going into Banshee, just getting out one Hellion to help out. Will we be seeing Cloak here? No resources for Cloak. Looks like there should be a Manslayer going down. Yeah, there it is. However, we do start to have a move out here, and we do have Blink on the way, as well as lots and lots of Lings. One Hellion gets past. These Stalkers probably don't want to turn around. That should be dealt with a few Lings. Okay. That was kind of awkward, and now this Queen is moving out. That has caused a lot of confusion here, even causing a warp-in back at home. This Hellion has done enormous amount for the Waterloo players. We'll have to see if they're able to handle this now. The wall not yet complete, but we do have a bunker up here. Banshee is out. Will they have enough? The Stalkers, thanks to that delay, not in position. And we're just going to hang out back here. And we'll have to see if this is actually going to work out. That seems a bit delayed, but still building up a big force. We do have the proxy pylon out in front. And if Waterloo moves out to engage this, they could be in a lot of trouble. Windsor opting to chase a little bit before turning back and deciding not necessary. Looks like Lane's back and home will be able to deal with this, and they're just going to go headlong in. However, this has allowed them to get a wall completed on both sides, but will it be enough? Blinking right in over top of the wall. Needs to open up a path quickly for the additional Lings to support. There we go, and now breaking in. There's not a lot here back at home, but Cloak is about to complete. Cloak is now completed. Are we going to see the Cloak Banshees used here to defend, or are we going to have it go across the map to do a lot of damage? This Hellion here is still doing a bit. One kill, and there's the Banshee over here to try and do damage. In the meantime, we do have a lot inside the main base of Waterloo. A few roaches coming out, but this is not going to be nearly enough to deal with these Lings. In the meantime, we do have probe after probe going down. We'll have to keep an eye on the actual worker count on both sides right now. The Waterloo Zerg is well in the lead with 27 drones, but does it matter when you have this many Stalkers in your main base? Now the energy will eventually run out on these Banshees, 27, 26, 25, and but if we look back in the Protoss base, only 9 probes remain. The reinforcements will begin here to dry up on the Stalkers, but perhaps there are already too many Stalkers on the field when they're this cost efficient. The energy here, 8, 7, 6, 5, could be running out any second. The Lings still doing a lot of damage. A good amount of roaches are there, but the Banshee retreats before Cloak runs out to get away and survive for another day. And looks like there are enough roaches at the moment to deal with this, but with the backup of the Stalkers, perhaps University of Windsor will be able to power through. There is only one probe left on the map, though, and now this Banshee with 23 kills moving in. The Spore Crawlers are there, though, as that Evolution Chamber was done very early on. However, the Sling Stalker combination not able to completely kill off the Zerg player. We have 6 SCVs and 15 drones left versus 21 drones and 1 probe. So could this game actually normalize? It's kind of hard to tell. If we look at the supplies, 51 and 12, so 63 combined supply against 58. So this is actually quite close in a very weird spot. That Cloak Banshee doing work on both sides of the map, defending as well as one cleaning up a ton. If we look at the state of the game, now Ewan Emrage is in the strongest position, and this Banshee is still alive, 25 kills, still just 1 probe on the map. These Stalkers still moving around in the main base. Loses 1, loses 2. This is kind of sloppy here out of Broseph Stalin. Needs to get out of there. Here come the Ling reinforcements, though. Will this be enough? He can't attack without those Stalkers. They need to move in together to be able to deal with that. Not anything left to pick off over there. Emre's pretty secure in his own base against the Banshee, so there's little in terms of perhaps that can be left to get done. Now in the meantime, we actually do have a mining gold base now over here for the Terran. But probes moving back out to help support. The Banshee goes down. That was a big pickup. Oh, we probably could get one more Stalker there, but opts to be a bit more safe. And we'll look at the actual supply now. It is starting to tilt in the favor of the University of Windsor. 62 combined supply versus 50. These Stalkers move in again. A bit of a weird blink there. Gets a couple Overlords now. Will not supply a Loquist, though. And blinks out, losing nothing. That is the kind of thing you need to do in this scrappy situation. If we look at the Windsor side, we do not have a scout here over at the gold base. So if Loquius can hold on long enough, La 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 could come back in this game and with a lot of strength if he's left to his own devices for long enough. However, Windsor has no intention of letting this game go much longer. Moving in again for the killing blow, and this might just be enough at this point. Pulling all the drones, only a couple left on gas. And now overpowering. This could be enough right here. The roaches are dwindling. The lane count has been depleted once again, but there are still just so many stalkers left in the main base at this point. Supply plummeting here for the Waterloo team, and these stalkers look like they're too much. Broseph may have enough. Taking down the Roach Warren now. Everything pretty much now resting on this base not being scouted. Worker count, 12 SCVs, no drones. Resources, we only have 23 minerals from the Zerg player. He cannot even build another drone without any feeding from his ally. So if he wanted to make a drone, he'd have to get some from La La La. These SCVs want to be careful not to give away the position of this command center. Now that they have taken out these bases, they know for sure that there's another base on the map, presumably the actual command center. I believe they saw that. So they know it's out there somewhere. Eloquius being revealed, not La La La. So it is still individual. It's not team-based in terms of the actual revealing. Now Lings will be searching around the map. We look at the waypoints here on the Zerglings, scouting, and there we go. Now we do have a bunker here. 4 Marines in the bunker. He's going to have to be very quick with the SCV pull. Will it be enough? We are still just on that +1. Oh, spots it. 2 bunkers, actually. Two Marines in this bunker. Going to wait for the stalkers to help out. This should be it. This is a lot of firepower coming in and not a lot of Marines left, even with the couple bunkers. The Zerglings not really helping out so far. Here they come into support. Looking to try and finish it off. Not really getting the best focus fire, but doesn't look like it's going to matter. There's the GG, and Windsor takes the 2v2, going up 2-1 in this best of 5. So could be match point in game 4. We'll have to find out in just